Let's see if that's any better. It's Tuesday night. We got a few people in the chat here. Goodness sakes. Oh, yes. Grammy Karen, it certainly was. Yeah, I should have sound now. I was just checking to make sure that you guys, if you were listening or not. So, anyway. Yeah, well, I'm the only one talking right now, so it's just me. It's just me. But I do have, if you look right up here, I do have the phone lines open because I would certainly like to invite some commentary here. I guess I have kind of a rant, kind of a I'm not going to use the word complaint, but there's been a tremendous amount of talk, not so much in the homesteading genre as maybe some of the others, but I know that it has leaked into the homesteading genre as well, where they're talking about being unsubscribed from channels. They're talking about you go subscribe to a channel, and if you don't comment or go watch their videos or do all this within 24 hours, they will YouTube will unsubscribe you. Just all kinds of crazy talk. And so that's something I'd like to kind of chat about here. I don't know where all this stuff comes from. I really don't. But I have heard it, and it's normally, it doesn't always, but it frequently originates from smaller channels. Now, we're a small channel. We're not a big channel in the eyes of anybody. But we're not certainly, I mean, we've had our 1,000+ subs for a long time. We've been live streaming for a number of years. We got a little bit of history. And so I guess I'm gonna kind of ask people in the chat here. Have you all heard that? Where, hey, when you go subscribe to a channel, make sure that you go watch their video. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure that you're active. And there's certainly nothing wrong with being active. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all because that's I'm going to say that's the mark of a good subscriber, to be active. But the fact of the matter is, especially when you start thinking about bigger channels, where they are getting upwards of 1,000+ subscribers every hour or less, they're not getting... Not all those people are doing that, and they're not all just being unsubscribed from that channel. It just doesn't work that way. YouTube, from what I've been able to ascertain, and YouTube has been very transparent in a lot of the things they do, but it's a big company, and it's a money-driven company, without question. It is absolutely a money-driven company. And YouTube is in it for the dollar. Now, what they do for that dollar is they provide a platform for those of us that like to create videos or talk shows or be on the air, so to speak. They provide us with a platform that we can participate in at no charge. They're not charging you anything to create these videos and upload them to YouTube. So what they do is they take this video content and they make it public, and to recoup cost, I mean, they obviously have costs. They have internet costs. They have server costs, all kinds of hardware, development, programming, just unbelievable costs. But so to recoup that, they sell advertising. And they sell advertising to big companies. And big companies, I mean, it's just the way the world works. I mean, if advertising was not allowed for anything, you know, the only advertising you could do was stick a sign out on your door, you know, hang your plaque out and say, hey, I got tomatoes for sale for X amount of dollars or something. But you couldn't advertise that anywhere else. Well, what kind of a crazy world would that be? And we all use the internet to go seek out advertising. Every store has websites. You go shopping at Amazon. They don't have a storefront. I don't think Amazon has a sticks and bricks location that you can walk into to buy things as a store. Whereas a place like Walmart, Sam's Club.
They have sticks and bricks, but you have to go and shoot everybody out.
But a Walmart, Sam's Club, Lowe's, Home Depot, any of those places, Tractor Supply, not only do they have their physical stores where you go in and buy things, but they have websites. And the websites, well, that's just advertising, but they're advertising for themselves. YouTube is advertising for other companies. They're not advertising YouTube. They're at the point they don't need to advertise YouTube. But they still do in a way because they keep progressing with new products that they release. YouTube TV, YouTube Gamers Channel, YouTube Kids, YouTube this, YouTube that. And that's all fine. That's all part of business, the way the world goes around here in the circles. The whole point is that if they were doing this, if they were unsubscribing people, they'd let it be known. This is nothing new. If we go and look at and let me just bring this over. Okay, I have the Google search up here. And one of the questions I was asked earlier, that's the reason I have this up here, is what is the maximum number of subscriptions you can have on YouTube? So in other words, how many channels can you subscribe to? Because you can, and we have reached limits where it says we will not allow you to subscribe to any more channels at this time. And it's not because they can't do it. They've just arbitrarily set some sort of limits. And these are what the current limits are. If you notice on here, we'll just open this up in a new link here. This tells you how to subscribe. So your subscriptions, that was they have a broken page. Let's go back. You can subscribe at the time this was written, you could subscribe up to 75 channels per day. So you could go out and actively subscribe to 75 channels per day. It had a limit at that time of 2,000 channels. However, the subscription limit grows as your channel grows. So depending upon how many subscribers you have, that can dictate how many channels you can subscribe to. the whole thing about subscribers is another thing. Subscribers do not pay the bills. In other words, you could have a channel that has 150,000 subscribers that doesn't make a dime because they get no views. Just for example, it's possible. So it's not subscribers that pays money, it's views, it's watch time, it's engagement. So this is where I believe that some of this talk has originated. They've said, well, you have to go, not only can you subscribe to a channel, but you need to go in and you need to engage with that channel. You need to go in and you need to watch their videos, and you need to comment on their videos, and you need to share their videos and actively link this and that and the other thing. All those are fantastic things to help a channel. They are, but they're not required. It's not a requirement for you to maintain your status as a subscriber to a channel. What I find interesting is YouTube is only showing us a little over 1,000 subscribers, although I know we have many more. And that we are subscribed to. And I have people that we're subscribed to, that we subscribed to years ago. Some of those folks haven't been on YouTube in, when did Cases leave? That was what, 2 years ago? Yeah. I mean, we know a channel that the folks stopped participating over 2 years ago. We're still subscribed to them. Nobody has unsubscribed us. Now, I have gone into and I have seen on different pages in YouTube where it appears that we're not subscribed to somebody's channel. It sort of looks that way because the little subscribe button is up there and it says, instead of saying subscribed, it's saying to subscribe. But I've purposely gone and checked. I've gone back into our subscription list, and we are subscribed to them. Now, the other part of that is you can only see channels that they elect to be visible. If we had our subscriptions private, then nobody would know if we're subscribed to them or not. Well, Sherry and I are pretty transparent on here, and we just don't feel that's an issue. It's the same way with the number of subscribers that you have, the number of subscribers that engage with your channel, if you would. We have what I consider to be a very nice count of, 8,700 at this point in time. It's taken us a long time to get there. But I'll tell you what, if all 8,700 of those folks would watch every live stream, every video, everything we did, that would be fantastic. We don't see that. Now, Stivers, just for example, they just hit 10,000. They just went over 10,000 subscribers. And I'm not picking on them.
He's in here.
I'm not picking on them at all, but let's just go see once. And I'm doing this because Zach and Jen are they're friends of ours, and they're almost at 10,300 subscribers. So let's go look at their videos. And let's just start going through here. I'm not going to count today's. And this one was actually 7 hours ago, but 2 days ago. There's 4,000 views. Here is 7. Here's 4,200. Here's 6,200, 6,100, 2,500, 7,600, 8,800, 6,000, And I'll tell you what, they have one of the best view to subscriber ratios of anybody out here. They truly do. They're doing a fantastic job. Yeah, I figure it's his intros. You know, he's got this fella playing the country music, and that's just drawing people in. And it's not their content; it's their intros. That's what I figure. I'm just teasing him. But they have a fantastic. But it's not 10,000. It's not 10,300. Let's go. Let's go look at Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. They are almost at 300,000 subscribers. Almost 300,000. They'll be there very quickly. Well, let's look at their videos. And I'm going to, just to make the point here, I'm going to sort these by popularity. Now, we're going to throw out what I'm going to call their viral videos here. So this one was 5.6 million. This one was 1.5 million. This was 1.3 million. But now let's come back here. We've got 625,000. That was from 3 years ago. 562,000 from 3 years ago. 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 6 years ago. Do you see where I'm starting to go with this? From 2 months ago, this is an outstanding view rate on a recent video because it's almost equal to the number of subscribers they have from 2 months ago. So that's great. This is another one. It's pretty darn good. But I'm looking at their top videos. Let's scroll down a couple pages in this because they have a lot of content out here. Okay. 45,000, 45,000, 45,000, 45,000, 45,000. I think you can see here that this is more typical, 30 to 50,000. And that's from a channel with 300,000 subscribers. And you can search this out on any channel you like. So subscribers are not the key, and you don't have to engage in order to remain a subscriber. It's just not necessary. I'm not saying not to do that. That's not what I'm saying at all here. As a creator, we all, and I believe the majority of people in here are creators, they all like to have that engagement. We love it when we get comments on our videos. And I don't mean just a little nice video or hi, how you doing or something. I mean truly an interactive comment, something to generate conversation. That's what grows the community. Sherry and I have the fortunate, we've been very fortunate in being able to meet a lot of you folks in 3D. Who was it that ever said that?
I think it was Howard at the first Hootenanny.
You think it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've had the fortunate, the good fortune to meet a lot of you folks in 3D instead of just online. And that's been a real big deal for us. We've we are certainly not spring chickens. We don't have the ability to homestead the way a lot of you folks do. We're beyond that. The years and health have caught up with us that we can't do that. But we still garden, we still can, and we still know a lot of ways and a lot of things to do and how things are handled. And so we're not new to this genre by any stretch of the imagination. And I think we can contribute some. We have chosen to try to contribute in other forms by trying to promote smaller channels, by trying to help people get their channel noticed more, to look around, to interact with other channels, to build community. And that's what we're trying to do. I don't know if we're succeeding or not. I really don't. I think, well, I'll use last night for an example. We had Life with a Tableful in our Monday night live stream. And a nice couple from out Texas. We've met them earlier this year. Not a big channel, but they have a very interesting story. And yeah, we had 40 to 60 people in the chat, just like right now we've got, 81 in the chat? There's no reason there shouldn't be 500, 600, 700 in the chat. There's no reason. I know people are busy. I know there's a lot to do. But Sherry and I have done the Monday Night Lives for a long time. We love doing that. We love promoting the smaller channels, and we also love bringing you folks a more of an inside look to some bigger channels like Roots and Refuge and Off Grid with Doug and Stacy and Justin Rhodes, Joel Salatin, Stacy Lynn Harris. The list goes on with some pretty big names. Big Bear Homestead. He's been around a long time. He doesn't have a huge channel. It's quite a bit bigger than ours, but it's not a huge channel. But unfortunately, the measurement is measured with the number of subscribers you have. And that's okay. But just be aware that that's not the bottom end. I mean, that's not the bottom line. And folks, the right up here at the very top, I got that phone number there, and I've been kind of watching over here, and nobody has called in. Well, B Lady, I see what you're saying, and she said right now it may be because a ton of folks are working to get hours and followers. Well, okay, B Lady, but that's no different today than it was yesterday, or 6 months ago, or a year ago. There were a ton of folks then trying to get hours and trying to get followers. I mean, that's the way it works. You got a lot of people that are introduced into the community, and it's satisfying to be able to help. Sherry and I both very much enjoy it. Okay, Michelle P. on YouTube Home has home trending subscribers inbox on the bottom edge. Click subscriber circles at top, show your channel picture, and each has a dot or not. I'm not sure exactly. Do you know what she's referring to there?
She was talking a little bit ago about blue dots and red dots, and I didn't understand what she meant by the dots. So she was just explaining that.
Well, all right, and I am here on YouTube's quote unquote homepage being signed in as Two Family Homestead. And that's what I have in front of everybody here. I very seldom go to the trending page because I don't know that it really interests me. All right, here's a Star Wars thing. Okay, it's got 13 million views. Here's an MTV thing. Dude Perfect, world's weirdest pillow. PewDiePie's in here. He's got his 100 million. I'm just kind of glancing down through here. And from my perspective, there's nothing here that interests me. There's nothing here I want to watch. YouTube has just wasted all of their artificial intelligence on me putting this up here because I have no interest in this stuff.
And Combatant Family Compound, I also heard that the monetized channels only get money if you watch the commercials and don't skip them.
I don't believe that to be true either. There is a click-through rate. But impressions, there's a certain amount of time for different type of ads to generate what they call an impression, which is what they bill the companies for. If you have, and this is not only in the world of YouTube, this is in the world of web pages or anything else. Now, we have a website, and we could have advertisements on that website that if people go in and they just see it, it's just on the page in front of them. That's considered to be an impression. And for X number of impressions, that company will pay X amount of dollars. Now, I do see one thing here. This is Auction Corvette, Ruby versus Ferrari, but I'm a little bit into the racing thing. But this Cletus McFarlane, I kind of caught onto his channel when he was just getting started, and so that one interests me a little bit. But I'm scrolling down through here again. I don't know. From a homesteading perspective, I'm not seeing anything here. And then you've got, I mean, this is the television channels. So how is an individual competing with television channels, unless your name's PewDiePie? All right. And I do have a caller. Hello, this is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
This is Joe with St. Bernard Acres.
Joe, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing real well, Joe.
All right. I was enjoying your chat tonight. Some really good stuff you guys are putting out there.
Well, Joe, share with the people a little bit about your background, because you've rebranded your channel. You've started over not only with your channel. You've had to start over with your homesteading projects, with your property, with your structures, and so.
I'm 62 years old, and I probably have 62 times restarted my life. Everything changes, but the changes, they say. I think, the growing of the channel or making the channel work, I don't know why mine has worked the way it does.
I think it's your storytelling, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, I have fun with it. That's the main thing. It's interesting you're doing this live chat. did a video 2 or 3 months ago about subscribers and the importance or lack of importance of the number of subscribers you have.
And for those of you out here in the chat, the fellow on the phone here, this is Joe from St. Bernard Acres. So be sure to check out his channel.
I appreciate that. I know you don't. If you're looking to make any money off of YouTube, the number of subscribers you have matters not. Google does not look at that. They don't care about that, and they don't pay you by subscribers.
Exactly.
They pay you by engagement. And they pay you by view time. It's not so much how you get paid, but it's where you rank in searches and things like that. And I think people get stuck on trying to build subscribers when, they should be trying to build quality videos and get people involved. There's nothing I like better on one of my videos than the interaction with people. That's one of the reasons why I do it. And probably one of the reasons why I've started over so many times. I learned from people all the things I do wrong. So I started over again. But yeah, I hate to see people, that have good channels that start trying to chase subscriber numbers. And I'm one of those people. I don't care if YouTube, they were talking about how YouTube changing it. They're only going to display like rounded up or rounded down numbers. I don't care about that. I never cared how many subscribers I have. All I want are good subscribers and people that will interact with my channel. That's who I want for subscribers. I think you brought up a lot of really good points. Subscribers, you don't get famous on YouTube by getting subscribers. You get subscribers by being famous on YouTube. You have to work on yourself first and make yourself, be successful. Then subscribers will come.
Well, maybe that's my problem here. I don't have the looks, Joe. I don't have your looks. I don't have your
looks. Looks. Face made for radio sitting here for sure. But I think what you guys do, it's. I wish when I started my channel, your channel and you and Sherry were doing this stuff then. Because I assure you, I would not have had to restart my channel a couple times and reworked it and tried to figure out what I was doing wrong. Because you guys, it's just invaluable. The advice that you offer and the help and your participants in these chats, it's very important to read those comments because they all have very excellent ideas and helpful ideas. So I just called basically to tell you how much I appreciate you guys doing this stuff. I don't have the hours to dedicate to doing it like you guys, are fortunate or sacrifice your hours in order to do this for people. I wish more would take advantage of it.
Well, Joe, it's kind of our way of giving back. I mean, the community means a lot to us, and we like to give back. We can't do it from a financial standpoint. I mean,
right.
We have some more trips to make yet this year, and this year has been an extraordinary year for us, and we have dug very deep to be able just to pay the gasoline expenses to do so.
Right.
We have put. I guess I don't have it all totaled up, but somewhere in the neighborhood of 5,000 miles so far on the truck.
Wow.
And and on top of that, I mean, you can figure that out for what does gas cost? Just round it off to $2.85 or $2.90 a gallon, and you're pulling a trailer or pulling a camper, so you're getting 8 miles a gallon, 8 to 8.5.
Right.
We get that much?
Wow.
So
Yeah, it's not cheap. There's no doubt about that.
no, it isn't, and I will be the first one to tell you, YouTube is not paying us enough money to
Oh, absolutely not.
to even buy the gasoline.
Absolutely not.
I mean, they wouldn't even buy the tires for the trailer.
Right. I understand that they don't pay for your bandwidth that you have to use when you do these live things from the hookups and the meetings. You don't get enough YouTube money for that.
No, but we do it. We do it because number one, it's our way to give back to the community, to everybody that's out here in the chat right now. There's 70 some people. We appreciate all 70 of you. Now, where in the hell are my other 8,500 people? Where are you at?
Right. Exactly. That's that's the whole point I was trying to make about the number of subscribers you have. I have 12,000, where it's at. It's the 500 that are actually the 100 that come in here I see on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the important ones,
Oh, yeah.
I know channels that have 100,000 subscribers, and they don't get, they get 1,000 views, a day. Out of 100, they put up a video, they might get 2,000 views on it, and they have 100,000 subscribers. I think what happens a lot of times, you'll get a shout out or whatever they call it. You mentioned on a really big channel, somebody will mention something about you, and you'll get a big influx of subscribers there for a few days. But you can't keep those, if you can't keep those people's interest, then there's no point in having them. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people in my years of doing this, that we have these communities, and we have this community of, I'm not a homesteader, but I like being in that community. I like the idea of it. I'm trying to learn it. But I think there's a lot of these homesteading channels that just have that name hoping to get subscribers. They don't really do much. You teach a lot. You help a lot.
Well, Joe, I've got your channel pulled up on Social Blade here in front of everybody.
Oh yeah, you do.
And
I see that.
And this morning, anyway, you had almost 12,500 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing most of the people out here have seen Social Blade before, but you can do this to any channel.
Right. Now, I'll tell you one thing about Social Blade. You look at my view counts there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's, if you took those numbers and compared them to Google AdSense and what I'm actually getting paid on, what's on Social Blade there is about 60% of the actual numbers that I actually get. So I don't put any faith whatsoever in Social Blade.
Well, they can only show what information they're given.
Right. And I don't know how they're getting that information, but if I could pull up my Google AdSense and show you my daily average on Google AdSense, my daily average for the last 28 days is a little over 3,000 views per day. And you see what Social Blade has as my daily average. Yeah,
they've got you down 1,600.
Right. That's half of what I get.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, I don't look at things like that. I don't care about things like that. I did for a while. I tried to look at everybody's channel and tried to be that and be like that. And why is this guy getting all this and I'm not? And I'm telling you, my channel started getting a lot better when I quit worrying about that. When I quit trying so hard and comparing myself to other people.
Yeah, you can't you can't do that.
Right. And I think that's a mistake a lot of people make.
Well, it will eat you alive if you're a competitive person and you're comparing your channel to channel XYZ, and you're saying, okay, they got 50 more views than I got today. What did they do differently? Well, it's okay to look at that and try to improve your
Right.
channel, but it's not okay to fuss over it.
Nina had a question if the estimated pay was correct on there.
Well, the estimated.
It's such a broad range.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, they're saying
Yes,
that Joe's earning somewhere between $12 and $194 a month.
Right. My last, I'll tell you straight up, I don't lie about anything. Last month was a horrible month by comparison to what I've been getting. And I had 70,000 views last month. And I got my payment from YouTube was $230. Now, January, let's see, December, January, February, March, April, and May, I averaged $410 a month. But like I said, June was horrible, or July was horrible, because we're a month behind on the payment.
Right.
July was a horrible month. But it's summertime, people are on vacation, you know, there's a lot going on where people aren't watching YouTube videos. This month, I'm right now, this is the 27th, I'm at like 75,000 views for the month so far. And you go by the, you know, the RPMs, the revenue per 1,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
And they estimate that around, right now it's running around $3 a month on my end. You never make quite that much. I don't know why, but, you know, there is money to be made on YouTube, but you got, you know, I mean, it helps that I've got a couple of videos that, you know, I get 1,000 views a day on those videos.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That helps. Not all of my videos do that.
Joe,
How
do you like the YouTube Studio Beta as far as the analytic part? Do you jump into that at all?
I like it, but I don't do enough with the analytics that it's that important. Because, like I said, I'm very happy with my channel. I'm happy with the money I make. You know, yeah, this month I only got $230, but that's $230 I really didn't do anything for. So I'm happy as I'm tickled to death. So I don't go look at analytics and try to figure out, well, if I could engage for 7 more seconds on this average here, I have no idea what any of that means. You know, I don't, I said, you've probably seen my videos all the way back in the beginning. I will never, ever depend on YouTube as an income source. You know, I make some extra money on it. I need a new laptop. My laptop is really going bad. But I've made enough money, I can justify buying a new laptop to do my YouTube videos on.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I care about. I work hard for a living. My wife works hard.
Well,
I've just now retired.
And let's talk about something else here, Joe. Since I have you on the phone, you're going to find that there's a lot of channels out there. Some pretty sizable and others pretty small, where they are working to supplement their income with YouTube, not only from a monetary point from YouTube by itself, but from wish lists and from other things. Now, just for example, I'm going to put ourselves in one of those. You know, we handle Thrive Life.
Yep.
I'd love to see 2 people a week sign up to get some Thrive Life. It's a great product. It's a fabulous product.
Right.
But we're lucky if we get 2 a month. That's not
exactly.
And that just,
You know why that is? You know why that is? You don't promote it,
I don't promote it. And that
right?
could be.
And I think if you did, do brought to you by Thrive Life, brought to you by kind of like, get that out there that you're doing this. I see it a little bit on the banner running across there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the pops up by Smudge, Thrive Life at this thing. But do a video on Thrive Life. Give yourself, you guys have to take breaks every now and then. Make yourself a little 2-minute video on Thrive Life and let that play while you go do your break. Promote what you're doing, because you really need some of this income to continue doing what you're doing.
Well,
because it is very expensive to get out and do what you do.
I mean, we do that. We decided that we would, you get a few people asking about T-shirts.
Right.
So Sherry and I stumbled across an opportunity in a Walmart of all places, where they had a good quality T-shirts on sale for a really good price.
Sorry.
And so I'm going by these racks that have these shirts with the cart, and I'm just shoving them all in the cart. I mean, we bought over 100 T-shirts.
Right.
Okay. So then we engaged a printing place to have them printed. Smudge's picture, 2-family homestead, this, that, and the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, we got the shirts for a couple bucks a piece, and then the printing is a lot more expensive than what people think it is on small quantities.
It sure is.
On small quantities, and you're in the printing business,
right?
So But anyway, we had hundreds of dollars tied up in T-shirts, and obviously you can't have every color, you can't have every size, but we thought, what the heck, people would want them. Well, we don't sell very many. We advertise them, but we don't sell very many.
Right. How do you advertise it?
Oh, well, we've Smudge does it for us.
Right. What about this? I'm sorry, I don't want to. No, you take up all your time. This doesn't really.
You go ahead.
But I was thinking,
if somebody else wants to call, if somebody else wants to call, feel free, because I can take more than one caller at a time here.
Right.
And I'm sure Joe doesn't mind.
Not at all. Although I love hearing myself talk. No, I'm only kidding. You do all of these, live events from the Hoot Nannies and the meetups and the shindigs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a little table set up or something? Help support us.
Yes.
This. Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know if you did that or not.
Yeah, Sherry makes kitchen boas. I make wooden signs and stuff like that.
All right.
But
I think on your live chat you could make a little commercial to stick in there. Don't be afraid of self-promotion. That's the only way you're going to get it, is promote yourself. You do so much for all these other channels. Do your own too, or as well.
Well, I guess the whole point is, we have looked outside of the YouTube AdSense to try to generate some extra money so we can continue to go in the fashion that we have, to go to these meetups, to broadcast live from these meetups, to share this with other folks that can't be there, to pay the gasoline, to pay the internet fees, to buy new equipment when it gets broken.
Yep.
And at this point, we haven't been able to land on the item that does it. And yet, I know of a number of channels where, they create this Amazon wish list, or just mention something that,
Yeah,
I just wish
now
I had.
I'm done. I'll tell you, I did do this for a long time, but a lot of people told me I should, and I got my Amazon. I sold books on Amazon for years and years, but I got my Amazon affiliate thing set up, and I do some of these videos I do where I teach things, and I show you how I do things.
Okay, Joe.
Not that I teach, but I just show you how I do.
Joe.
And I put, yeah.
Joe, we got somebody else here that has called in, so let me get him on the line here.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, this is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
Hey, this is Claire with Rent to Grown. How are you?
Oh, real good. How are you, Claire?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well.
And we have Joe from St. Bernard Acres
Hi,
in
Claire.
here as well.
Hi, Joe. Real nice speaking with both of you. So I'm a super just microscopic channel, and so I wanted to come on, and I don't know if it's off topic necessarily, but I know that the idea of chasing subscribers rather than views and engagement and stuff is ultimately not what you want to be doing. But for those of us who are still, fighting the good fight and trying to get our first 1,000 subscribers,
Right.
the struggle is really real.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I'm so fortunate that wasn't a requirement when I started.
Yeah. It was just a requirement. It used to be a lot less when I first started with my first channel, which admittedly was garbage.
All of our first are.
Yeah. But now I'm at not quite 250. I think I'm somewhere around 220 or something.
Okay, share your channel name again, or type something in the chat so people know exactly who you are, so everybody can go subscribe to you.
It's Rent to Grown. I can't get on the computer. I watch on my phone. So.
Okay, Rent to Grown.
I'm going to get
Yeah.
All right,
So-
Sherry's putting your link up there.
Yep.
Thanks, Miss Sherry.
You're welcome, Dave.
But I still, 2 channels in, I feel like I'm still beating my head against the wall, and it's really demoralizing because, I don't want this as a major part of my income. I just want it to pay for itself because we are on such a tight budget, and I
Sure.
use my phone to film and edit and upload and everything, and that is not ideal. But it is a sub chase, even for me, more than a view chase sometimes, because the views, while the engagement and the comments and the community and everything, they matter a lot. And I wouldn't
Right.
still be doing it if I didn't have such wonderful people in my life now. But it's that is what you're going for until you get there. And then there are other drawbacks, Cherish, that does Hope's Homestead. Her second channel, the Southern Mama's Coffee Break, which they are making new videos now, so y'all should go check them out. But they were almost shut down because she did most of their videos were live streams weekly, and she did them off of her phone. And then whenever they came out and said, no, you got to have 1,000 subscribers just overnight with no warning. You got to have 1,000 subscribers before you can do mobile live streams. That almost knocked out 70% of their content. And she just happened to get a new computer a few weeks before that went into effect with no notice. So the sub chase it's a hard spot.
You know what? I understand that, and I have to apologize for some of the way I may have phrased things in comment, because you know what? I never had to experience that, and I hadn't looked at it from that side.
I want to make sure that that's part of the narrative too, because a lot of the
Right, absolutely.
in the chat definitely have less than 1,000 subscribers, or they have 1,000 subscribers. Like my friend Kathleen with Mama Grows, she has 1,000 subscribers, but she's not quite there on the watch time yet.
Right.
So, like, I'm not offended in any way, shape, or form, Joe. I just,
Right.
it's important to remember that, you know, like you said, the subs are not what you should be going for, with the little caveat, you know, until you get to until you get
Exactly. You're exactly right. I never had considered that.
Okay, Claire and Joe, we have another caller. Let me get them in.
All right.
In on the line here.
All right.
Hello, this is Daryl. Who's calling, please? Hello. You're on the. Oops, they disconnected. Okay,
Robocall.
Uh-oh.
maybe
That's what that was.
maybe it was a telemarketer.
There you go. But yeah, that's a very good point that I hadn't really thought of. I got real lucky. I just, like I said, I'm very blessed that my channel did what it did. It continues to grow. Remember, you guys just pushed me over 12,000 a couple months ago.
Well, we were tickled to death that we could be part of that, Joe.
Yeah, that was fun.
And
So it's still. Go ahead.
I just haven't watched anything in a really long time. I have like 5 channels I keep up with, and the rest of the time I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But you do make really good content.
Well, I appreciate that. Have fun doing it.
Okay, let me get this caller with last digit 735. This is Daryl. You're on the air.
Hey, this is Golfmania Homestead. How are you?
Just fine. Okay, and we have Joe here from St. Bernard Homestead and Claire from
Rent to Grown.
Rent to Grown.
What an interesting name. I can't wait to go look at that channel.
I'll smack him later, Claire.
Yeah, it's our oldest daughter came up with the name years ago before all these regulations came out, and we just decided to keep it. We just added Homestead to the end of it because we moved to our 6 acres. But
all right.
yeah, we noticed in the beginning we really didn't know what to do with our channel. We're a family channel. We didn't have our property. We weren't on our property yet, but this was always our dream.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just trying to slowly, gradually build up and trying to put out content regularly. I noticed when we weren't putting out content, we would lose. I don't know if other people have noticed this, is they would lose some subscribers. I don't know if it was YouTube or if it was just people just, losing interest. But I've been putting out more lately. So we're actually 7 away from our first goal, which is 1K. We're excited.
Yay!
My kids are excited because that was what we strive for over 2 years.
You say you're.
Because we started the channel when our oldest daughter passed away. We started videoing on our channel, but years ago we started our channel just to capture memories, and we never uploaded any content, and we really regret that. But I just suggest everybody just to be yourself because there's a lot of fakes.
Okay, we have another caller. Let me get them in the room here. This is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
Hey, Daryl. This is Sharon with Southern Bella Home.
Well, hello.
How are you doing?
Doing just fine, and we have a few other folks on here. So
hi, Sharon.
Hello. I just wanted to call in to encourage Rent to Grown, because I'm right there with her. I'm doing everything on my phone, and I've finally got over the 1,000 subscribers.
Yay!
I'm still editing, but when I first started a channel, I watched all the videos on YouTube about how to do it, and I can't even remember who said it now, but they just said, don't go buy equipment. Don't go invest any money. Just use what you have.
Yep.
Right.
Just put out content and use what you have.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's right. So it helps when you don't have the money to go and blow it. Because I probably would have by now. But the only investment I've made right now, I think, was like a $12 tripod on Amazon. So
yes, I just got something like that too.
Yep. I started with an iPhone 4. That's how my channel started. Okay. And I've bought one camera in the 6 years I've had a YouTube channel. I bought a $300 camera.
And
that's what I use.
Joe, and we have another caller here, so let me get them in here.
All right.
This is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
Okay.
Hi, this is Steve. I'd like to talk to you about your car's warranty.
Really?
Good joke.
I
love it.
have been waiting for this.
This is
You mean the
Brad.
one for the
What's
73
going on
bug?
Oh my goodness.
That was too
As
good.
long as it's not the IRS.
Oh, that was too good.
Oh, that was great.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to talk to him later about my warranty, though,
Oh,
when you guys are
Lordy.
done with him.
That was funny.
Oh,
Okay, and
Well, how
we
is
get a
it?
salesman on the air here.
So who is this for real?
this is Brad, BC Truck.
Hey, Brad.
How you doing,
That was
Joe?
great. All right.
And other young lady, I already forgot your name.
Claire?
Claire. Hi, Claire.
Yep. Hi.
Well, there's a roll call. We got two more.
That was too funny.
Daryl, I tell you what, I'm going to let you go and let you talk with everyone else. This is Sharon with Southern Bella Home, but I wanted to tell you, Daryl, a big, big thank you, because at the shindig, my husband and I just on a whim went to the shindig and were so thankful to meet so many wonderful people. But I had no idea that you would have a live stream set up there. And I just wanted to tell you that I had a big jump in my subscribers after I got on your live stream, and never had any idea that that would happen. Just a huge blessing, and I just wanted to tell you thank you.
Well, you're very
It
welcome.
tapped out to a lot of people.
And we, when we do those live streams at all the events, there is a camera open for people to come and jump on and say hello. And we've always just done it that
And
way.
that's what's so nice.
It was a nice surprise, and I just wanted to tell you and Sherry both thank you.
Well, you're very welcome.
As Daryl and Sherry grow, we all grow. So we need to promote them as much as we can as well.
That's right. That's right. Well, good night, folks. I'm going to get off and let someone else call.
You take care, Sharon.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye, Sharon.
And thanks for being
All
here
right.
tonight.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for being here tonight.
Bye-bye. Oh, so welcome. Thank you for hosting.
There you go, Claire. So you can do it. You'll be there in no time.
I know
Absolutely
I will.
will.
Eat it while
Yep.
it's happening.
Okay, well, Brad, what's new in Texas?
Boy, has it been, my God, hot. A friend of mine said it was 100 and Satan out.
100 to Satan,
I might put you on hold. I don't know.
no doubt.
Yeah, it's been in the hundreds, and the humidity, it's hard to breathe.
Well,
I lived in Houston for a long time. And
Oh, well, you know the humidity I'm talking about.
absolutely, yeah. They complain about humidity up here. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all,
whether-
we're in
Atmosphere you can breathe.
Yeah.
It's just dripping.
Yep.
we are in the middle of moving from, I'm originally from West Tennessee, and that's where we're moving to this week. But my boyfriend is from Northern Indiana, and that's where we have been living for the last several years. And so I've been trying to prepare him for moving to the South and getting to know this humidity like a close friend. And I told him it's like you're inside, and if your AC works, it's great. But then you walk outside, and it's like you walked into a puff of somebody else's used mouth air.
Oh, I like
Oh,
that
my
explanation. That's cute.
I'll never walk out again.
It's like you took a wet blanket out of the dryer, and it just got warm in the dryer, not dry, and you just wore it around all day.
Yeah. That's Houston. I had to get air conditioning. I had to replace my central air here because of my darn dogs. we could have done with a couple of window units because it's really not that bad here, except maybe, a couple of weeks out of the year. But my dogs we got big vents in the floor for them. And, when I had both St. Bernards, we got 4 vents in the downstairs, which meant they were both on one at some point.
Yep.
And we got half the air, paid double for air conditioning so we could stay cool.
Well,
But yeah, it's
for-
bad down there. Go ahead.
for those of you in the chat, one of the people on the phone here, BC Truck, he has been around for a little while, He actually started this, I think, back in 2006. That's when the channel was created. And he has certainly seen his share of ups and downs in this YouTube merry-go-round. So tell us a little bit of your history on this, Brad.
Yeah, I originally, my very first video was I had a truck that needed constant repair, an 18-wheeler. I drove an 18-wheeler. And my very first video was about replacing the airbags on my truck. And apparently it was a subject that people were interested in because I got a lot of views on it. And it was shocking. I was driving down the road. At that time, I was running Houston to Los Angeles with my wife back and forth. And I would check my YouTube channel, and there'd be 10 more views or 20 more views. I was just blown away. So, it is a bit of an ego boost. There's no doubt about it. There's a little bit of ego in, watching your views and your subscribers grow. I just think it's human nature to see something become successful and be proud of it. So when I got home, I had other repairs to do, so I recorded it a little better. And back then, I think 480 was as clear as you can get. But so I started doing repair videos on my 18-wheeler, and then my wife helped me doing a couple of them. We were looking for an air leak that I had paid like $800 to somebody to fix, and they didn't fix because they couldn't find it, but they charged me for it. And it just grew from that. And then I really became interested in subscriber growth, and I started trying other things. And the thing that I found that has worked consistently for all these years is to make myself seen on other videos. Like I leave comments, and I like to joke around. Y'all know that. I love humor. Life is tough, and humor makes life easier. So I like to leave funny comments, and I'm talking 50, 60 comments on various videos throughout the day. And it brings people to my channel. And in fact, I have people tell me in the comments when they subscribe that, hey, I saw your comment on so-and-so's video. That was pretty funny. I subbed. That has really correct. Making myself viewable to other people and discoverable to other people. They may not see my videos. They may not have come across my videos. But if they're looking at a video and something I say piques their curiosity, then I have a good chance of them coming to see my videos and maybe subscribing. And that has really helped. So that is my one and only suggestion, is make yourself more visible than your videos are.
Excellent.
Well,
I forgot about that.
When you're talking about comments, I do have a question. I am the absolute worst about responding to comments, because I will get comments, especially from the same several people. I adore them. And I'll read it and I'll forget to respond, and it's on my phone, and so I don't get on the Creator Studio on the desktop very often. And when I do, I'll realize, oh man, I haven't responded to anybody's comment in 2 months. How important is it that I respond?
Well,
in my opinion, very.
Yeah, I agree, Joe.
Yeah,
absolutely. People want to feel like they're a part of your channel.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't have.
And nobody wants to be ignored, and nobody wants to waste their time. People want to feel like they're interacting with a person.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out thing, but by all means, there has to be some sort of acknowledgement.
Yeah, I do at least a thumbs up thing, on a comment. If they left me a comment like, hey, nice video, I'll leave a thumbs up just to let them know I saw their comment and I appreciate it.
Now, on the other side of that coin,
I find myself doing that more and more.
On the other side of that
me
coin,
too, Brad.
if we get a comment that I can't read because it's in some other language, I don't always respond. But
right, I don't get any of those.
I don't either, but
Oh, I did today, as a matter of fact. I got one in Russian.
Really?
And so I copied it and pasted it into Bing Translator and went and removed the comment.
Oh.
It was a lady that told me I talk too much. Yeah, okay, I do.
Okay, tell her to comment on mine. I might want those. I'll be darned. I've never had a foreign comment on mine. That's.
But yeah,
I think,
I
Brad,
think
that was such an excellent suggestion. I did the same thing when I first started. I went around. I comment on people's stuff. If I see it and I like it, I always leave a comment.
Yeah.
And I think that helped me in the beginning.
but if you don't do that, you're not going to get unsubscribed,
Right.
which is what kind of started this whole talk here tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, you don't promote yourself on other channels.
No,
You don't say, hey, come to my channel.
right.
You
Right.
just leave comments and you become part of their channel, and their subscribers see you on all of their videos, and then they may come and check you out.
For those of you in the chat right now, if you're looking for a way to grow your channel, come into live streams and be a participant. Get in the chat and just have your name be there. People will see you and they will go look because they're curious. If they like what you're doing, they will subscribe.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be just homesteading channels. Doesn't have to be that way at all. I stumbled across a big YouTuber on a different live stream channel, totally different. Well, it was an RVing channel, and here they left a comment on a live stream, and so I went back to their channel and I commented on it and said, "Hey, I saw you over there." So
that's part of the community aspect of it.
Yeah,
being a part of the community, you have to contribute in order to get. And everybody wants more subscribers, so get out there and help them as well, and it's going to help you in the long run. Is how it works out, I think.
Well, folks, it's 9:15, so I mean, I don't want to tie you into other people that are going live here too much, but Brad, you got any last comments? We'll just kind of go through you all here one at a time.
No. When I started my channel, things were a little different with YouTube. Here's another thing I did. I used to call it guerrilla marketing. And they used to allow you, if you had a similar video, they used to allow you to attach your video to another video. And it may not seem ethical, but I did it. And I'm telling you the truth, that's what I did. I would find videos with enormous views and attach a video to that video. And I'm not the only one. Lots of people did that. And so my largest growth was in the early years of YouTube because there was so many ways you could attract attention to your channel. And honestly, back then I had a more interesting channel back then. Right now, I have so many things going. I've got health issues. My wife may have cancer again. We've got so many doctor's appointments that all I can do is a video now and then in my knife shop. And that's pretty much all I got going on. So I'm not gaining the subscribers like I used to. I'm not complaining, but, your channel changes with your life too. So I don't do repair videos anymore because I'm not a truck driver anymore. So anyway, that was all I have to say. YouTube is steadily changing, and learn the changes and figure out what works for you, because it'll change again tomorrow. That's what I can tell you about YouTube. YouTube is, my God, just when you get used to it, it's going to go and switch it up.
Yeah, especially in the last year or so.
Okay, and
it's gone insane.
And we have another caller that apparently wrote down the number, so let me let him in the room here. This is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
Hey, Daryl, it's Ray from Horticulture Geek.
Hi, Horticulture
Ray.
Geek. How you doing?
Doing good. I just wanted to get in here and say hey before you ended it up for the night.
Okay, well, you have joined the party here with I'm sorry, what is her first name?
Claire?
Claire.
Oh,
I've only
Lord.
met you 2 or 3 times,
Hey,
Claire, he's old. Forgive him.
Yeah, I need a whiteboard
All right,
here.
Miss Sherry. I love you anyway.
I love you too, kid.
I need a whiteboard here, but we have Claire in the
Whiteboard,
room,
yeah.
and Joe St. Bernard Acres, and Brad BC Truck. And is it Ray?
Yes.
Ray.
Ray he's the one that was at the welcoming table at the shindig.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, see,
That's me.
you know that.
So, anyway, hello. Make yourself known. What do you got to say?
Well, I've just enjoyed listening to everybody's comments. And I think one of the things I put the question out there and Sherry answered me was, I try to heart everybody's comment that makes one, but I don't always comment back. And so I was wondering from folks, like, have you found that it's better to always make a comment back, or is just hearting and thumbs up okay for your channels? What gets your people going more? Because one of the things I'm noticing on my channel is I don't see a ton of growth usually, but people will watch my videos, but I hardly get comments on them. So I'm just kind of in a weird spot, I think.
Don't be afraid to ask for them.
Yeah, we used to do
Mention
that
that in your
ours.
videos.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Comment
If you have
below.
any advice, comment. You
Yeah.
know, if you think of a better way to do it, comment.
Exactly.
Or I'd like to hear your opinion on this. Ask for them. You'll get them.
Yeah.
And even
But
in
answer
this-
them. You've got to answer them. Not hard them. You got to answer them.
I have asked, because a lot of my videos have where I've sped it up like 10 times from the actual speed. And that's kind of boring to watch. You know, I have music over it and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll do a voiceover if it's really long. But if it's not long enough for a voiceover, but it's a little more, if it's a little longer than would be comfortable, sometimes I'll put in there, like I did one where I was painting my kitchen cabinets and I was over my stove and I put a thing on there, just a text blurb. And I said, comment your opinion on glass top stoves because I hate mine, but I got probably, of the 30 or so views I probably got 6 comments just about the stove.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask for comments.
Yeah.
They do. I know it used to be part of the algorithm at YouTube was that they looked at the the interaction and the comments and things. I don't know if that's still a part of it or not, but it used to be. But I always, please be a part of my channel. You're part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely subscribe to answering everyone.
And for those of you in the chat here, if you got old license plates, just send them to Joe.
That's right, the Barn Beam License Plate Project. I forgot about that. I've got 2 or 3 plates in. I've got to get out there and get a video done, hanging more license plates on the barn beams.
Well, hey,
But,
just yesterday, I ended up with a bonus license plate. So somebody tell me how to send it to you, and I'll send it to you. I have no use for it.
My address, and it's a great way to promote your channel too, because you get your own video of me putting your license plate up.
Cool.
My address is on all my videos. Just send that thing in, and I'll do a video, and your channel gets a shout out, and I get to hang your license plate on a barn beam.
Yeah, make sure you include your channel name. And,
Oh, absolutely! You got to give me all the information.
yeah, and that you met him here on Two Family Homestead.
Yeah,
I'll mention it.
because you leave a note. You write a note to me, tell me everything. I mean, I read the note on the video, and actually get up there on the tack-on ladder and screw it into a barn beam. So yeah, I forgot all about that, Daryl. Thank you for mentioning that.
Well, you're quite welcome, Joe. Now, I guess I need to put an advertisement in here for Brad.
Yes,
So everybody
awesome knives.
on Saturday
Oh,
mornings.
yeah, he has awesome knives.
On Saturday mornings, you
One of
need
these days, I'll be able to afford
you need
one.
to go check out. He does an unadvertised giveaway. I think you're still doing that, aren't you? I haven't had a chance to come watch you
I
lately.
do, yeah. And all I ask is that what I do is when I get my Amazon check every month, I divide it into 4, and I give that away every week, a 4th.
All right.
Usually it's just about the same. And all I ask is that people, number one, be a subscriber, and number two, shop through my Amazon link if they can. And that way a little bit more goes into the pot, and I could give a little more back.
And
Yeah, I was going to mention that to Daryl.
well, and folks, if you don't shop at his Amazon link, you can shop at ours. Doesn't cost you anything extra.
Yeah.
Well,
But you know what? Now, if I may, for just a real quick second here, say something. I talked to a girl from YouTube. I got a couple of friends that just work at YouTube. They're not like special to me or anything, other than being friends from before I even had a channel. But one of the things that they really are starting to stress this, and it becomes very important. You've got your Amazon link there. Somebody clicks on it, that counts against your channel. They want you, those end cards and things in your videos that they link, I'm doing the palette walls. So I link you to another one of where I started the palette walls. That's what they like. They want to keep you on their platform. They don't want links that send you out somewhere else, or send your viewer somewhere else. They want you to keep that viewer on YouTube's platform. So I'm starting to have, I used to like that link, where you could link and go buy the product, but that does count against your channel because you're sending a viewer outside of YouTube. And YouTube is starting to take that seriously because it adds up. Depending on whether you want to make money or grow your channel.
YouTube is encouraging people to sign up with Teespring. So, that's I have Teespring underneath my videos, so that was YouTube's idea, not mine.
Right, right. But that's Google is involved in that, so they get money from that too. That's why they're going to promote that. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that YouTube, there's a couple of stories about it out there, how YouTube is starting to not like people having links that send you out their platform.
I hear and respect what you're saying, Joe, but I can't throw a lot of weight behind that from the simple fact it's a link that's available. I mean, they recognize Amazon as an approved site to go to.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
what I'm saying is their computers, their AI, and that's the thing that their AI looked at, not that, anything else. It just looked at, that person left your channel and went away from your channel and away from YouTube versus they left your channel, went to another channel or went to another video on your channel, something like that. That's how they're starting to rate, where they put people in searches and things.
Well, here's a little tip for everybody that's still out there in the chat. If you get out into, and I can demonstrate this right on the screen here. I happen to have Social Blade pulled up here with, and it's got BC Trucks thing on it. There's a hotspot here.
Stat for those numbers.
there's a hotspot here for live subscriber count. Now, if I just click on that, this website is going to know that I have engaged from this page and went to another page. But if I do a right click and I say open this in a new tab, this website has no idea that I have moved off of this page because I haven't. So if you have any doubts about people tracking you through other sites or, as far as YouTube, clicking on a YouTube hotspot, do a right click and open it up in a new tab or a new window like this.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that way it doesn't take you out.
And it doesn't
Right, you didn't leave.
Yeah. You did not leave, and there's no artificial intelligence that can track that.
Yep.
Exactly. That's a very good point. I hadn't thought of that.
That's what I do in all the live streams when I find new channels. I click on the three dots, and then when it says go to channel, I will right click so it opens it up.
That's why, yes, I hate clicking on the link. You guys put up the links and I click on it, but then I got to come back and get into your thing again. Dang on it. That's awesome. All right.
You never knew
I told you I don't. I told you I don't know nothing. You know.
Well, I learned something new too. That's good to know.
Yeah, I
that's
didn't know
why,
that.
That's why when we're done on either our live stream or somebody else's, Daryl will sit back and he'll see all these red tabs at the top of my screen. Well, right now I have at least 30 open.
I'll be
Because
darned.
I will go back and watch all these ones and I will comment, and if we're not subscribers, I'll look them over and see if I want to.
Sherry needs a laptop that's server class.
Yeah, because I have at least
Wow,
30 red tabs at the
so
top of my
simple.
screen.
So simple, and I never thought of that. Holy cow! I get so frustrated clicking on because I try to click on all those links you guys put up there.
Yep.
Then I got to click back in and rejoin your chat.
Yep.
Daggone, I never thought
Yeah,
of that.
that bit me too many times
That's
when we
great.
first started, and I was like, there has to be a way to do this.
Well,
All right, that was worth calling in then.
That'll be 1050, sir.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Technical support there. I'll send you a check.
okay, Ray, you got anything else, Ray?
Well, I was going to say, Little and Light a minute ago posted a question that said, should they feel awkward about asking people to subscribe to their channel and their videos?
No.
And my answer to that is absolutely not. They're there watching you. Ask them to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. I mean, that's what it's all about. Don't feel awkward about that at all.
Oh, no, by all means, yeah.
Very true.
It doesn't hurt to ask. I guess I kind of take some different looks at it sometime. I figure if they're watching my video, if you're going to ask early. Don't wait until the last 30 seconds to say, hey, subscribe.
Yeah.
Ask early before they have a chance to click away.
If they click away, they're probably not going to subscribe anyway.
Scotty might know is asking, how do I mention my links without looking like I'm
I
trying
do it
to be
at
a
the end.
salesperson?
You know, like, subscribe, share, comment thing. I always close with something like that.
That's what I usually
Because
do.
if you stayed and watched it, I want you as a subscriber.
What did you say?
Scotty, the urban homesteader.
Okay.
Now I have to go back. How do I mention my links without looking like I'm trying to be a salesperson?
How do you mention your links? So let me ask you this: Do you have links in your description? Is that what you mean? And if that's the case, you can simply make reference to it. That just check out the links below in my
Links in the description.
Yeah, links are in the description for whatever it is you're referring to.
That's where ours are.
Yep.
Yeah, we have links in the description, and Smudge has those links too. So we're hitting you with a double whammy here.
I don't have any links.
I mean, if you type,
unless I'm using a product at the time.
If you type in Thrive, Smudge will tell you where to go. If you type in Tube, Smudge will tell you where to go. If you type in Amazon, Smudge will tell you where to go. You type in Wish, Smudge will tell you where to go.
Sometimes he tells me.
Yeah, but I don't like where he told me to
Yeah,
go.
I was gonna say sometimes he tells me where to go, and it's like I just don't like it.
But that's part of the fun that I get to have with the live streams and Smudge. So.
Yep. I've been swearing I'm going to do one of these. I just don't. Everybody does them now. When am I going to do it? I don't want to offend anybody or try to detract away from their live streams. You know.
Miss Sherry, keep the schedule.
Yeah, you mean as far as doing a live stream, Joe?
Yeah, I just wanted to see what it was like. I've never done one.
I have
a
schedule of the homesteaders that I know of, and some of them are not homesteaders, of the live streams that I know of on a daily basis. I have the day of the week and what time they go live, and I try to keep up with it. If you'd like a copy of that, I'll ship it to you.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out. I got to figure out, and I'm still shooting the background for it as well. I need an hour's worth of things happening in the background because you don't want my big ugly face on the screen for an hour. That's out.
Yeah. From the
I'm
Tia
still
shop,
putting the
that's
video together.
That is a good way to do it.
And you'll overlap with somebody regardless. So you just have to kind
Oh
of
yeah, there's
pick your
just
battles and get out there the best you can.
there's just
Yeah,
so
I
many
reckon.
live streams anymore. You're going to step on toes somewhere.
Yeah. I just wanted to do it because, like Brad said, there is a little bit of ego involved in having a
Yeah.
channel. You know,
And if you're doing especially if you're doing a cooking video, well, even if you're doing a video whether it's mechanical or you're fixing something or in your garden, if you're using a specific product or a tool or a skillet, mention that and put that link down in your, especially if you're an affiliate. Make sure you put
right? I just started that.
yeah,
Yeah.
make sure you mention in the video, and you can find the link down in our description.
Joe, I'm just checking here, and I see that there is an opening from 3:45 to 4:45 a.m. on the fifth Tuesday of the month.
On the fifth Tuesday.
That's when my audience is awake. Us geriatrics, you know, we get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We go to bed at 9, but we get up at 5.
Yes, it's the old folks syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have that list on the Facebook group. I sure do. And Kathy,
All right, I'll have to
Kathy,
check
I'll
that
go
out.
look.
Like I said, I'm still, you know, I'll be doing it one of these days just for satisfy my own curiosity. I like to entertain people,
Well, we've had
what I want to make it.
we've had some wonderful people on the phone here tonight, and before we go any further, I just need to make mention, because we never do it often enough and give enough here for our moderators that we have. All those folks that you see with the blue there that are carrying the
Yep.
wrenches around, all our mechanics that we have. They do a fantastic job, and we certainly appreciate them.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I never see troublemakers on your channel. I have been on live streams that I've left just because the comments were just uncontrollable.
Yeah,
Daryl Baselton.
been there too.
Baselton Mini Farm is asking, is that like the fifth Sunday you need to bring a covered dish to that time slot?
Yes, absolutely.
Breakfast. Breakfast to that one.
Daryl, that Social Blade picture that you got pulled up right now, that video, I have an Amazon link to that knife sharpener. And that was when did I upload that? 2, 3, 4 days ago? And this morning when I got up and checked my Amazon, I had sold 2 of those.
There you go.
Nice.
That's how, I mean, I could actually do with less YouTube income because my Amazon income is quickly replacing it.
Well,
Yeah, I've
that's
got my
fabulous.
first Amazon check, my first Amazon money. Didn't even know I could do it.
Yeah.
Amazon has gotten our first money.
Yeah, we haven't gotten squat.
We haven't gotten anything from them, but they've gotten money from us.
Well, they will. I mean, it will. I mean, I got lucky. I did that thing on how to make solar cable, battery cables, and how to make your NC4 connections and things. And people bought those kits because I put links down in the bottom.
Yep, there you go. Exactly.
And it really made a difference. I was very surprised, So now I try to make a point of it. And I did that. My last video was about hooking up the generator to like an RV, how you plug your shore power in for your RV.
Mm-hmm.
I put one of those in my cabin. So I could just roll up with my generator, start it, plug it into my cabin, and it's all wired into my service panel now to run electric in the cabin. And I'd have to go in and put links down for the equipment that I used, the things that I bought off of Amazon to do it with. But I just got to go back and do that.
I just had another thought pop in my head, which is rare, so I
That's
better
scary.
get this out real quick before I forget.
Scary.
Integrity. I think some people are tempted to sacrifice their integrity for views and reviewing a product. I've seen it so many times, and it turns me off, and I know it must turn other people off when they review a product and it's junk, and they're selling it hard, and they're leaving links. And when you become disingenuous and you sacrifice your integrity, people recognize that, and you're going to lose subscribers real quick over that. So I do review a product now and then, but my rule is, and I make it well known, that I buy stuff. I don't have anybody send me nothing for free. I have stuff. I have people every day. I have 2 or 3 offers for free stuff.
Yep.
And most of the time I don't answer them. And if they keep pestering me, I just send not interested back. But
Right.
I don't review anything that I don't buy with my own money. And if it's junk, I tell you it's junk. And
Right.
I think people get turned off when you're trying to sell them something. And
That's what the Amazon links I've put up are just strictly things I've bought.
Yeah.
Not anything anybody sent me. Now, True Night just sent me a really cool flashlight for free if I'm going to do a review on it. I may do that. I don't know. But when you send me an $80 flashlight, I'll give you a 2-minute video.
Well, I've done that before, and I'll tell you, Joe, it makes me feel kind of icky. So I just don't. I stopped doing it a few years ago.
If the product,
I know.
if the product is questionable, I totally agree with you. But if it's a good product, what
this thing's been sitting here for a week, waiting on me to decide whether or not I wanted to do a video. I'm just happy.
I think you can come across as genuine if you're open about the fact that you got it for free.
Oh yeah, I would tell them straight up, hey, they sent me this thing, so I'll let you know what I think about it. I did one on another True Night, a really expensive one they sent me. It's like, look, I would never buy anything like this. Let me tell you, because it is so much money. I would never spend that much money on a flashlight, but here you go. This, if you want a good one, This one they sent me, I would never buy. I just can't justify that kind of money for a flashlight.
Yeah, I have a really good flashlight. Where I live, you got to check for rattlers, you got to check for copperheads, you got to check for water moccasins.
Oh yeah,
raccoons, fox, and coyote before I let my dogs out.
Wow.
So I need a really bright light.
Yes, you do. I'll send you this True Night they sent me for free because I have another one.
I have, me and my wife, we both have these super bright flashlights that we got at Walmart. I got one right here beside me. Put my glasses on, and I'll tell you the name of it. Lithium ion, come on. Okay, it's a Bushnell. And it is rechargeable. You can't access the batteries, which is its drawback, but I've had it for a year now, and I've charged it up. But, man, the charge lasts forever. But they're $70 at Walmart. They're really expensive, but the light is worth it.
I'll look into those because I need bright out there at St. Bernard Acres.
Yeah.
Oh, well. That was kind of off topic. I'm sorry I took us there.
You're fine.
Well, I'm going to go. This is my bedtime. I get up 3, 4 in the morning, so.
Yep. So Brad will be on my live stream. Good.
Well, Brad, thank you for
My-
calling. Thank you for your input. And thank you for being a YouTube creator because we have enjoyed your videos.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for watching, and I watch all your videos. And Joe, good talking to you. Claire, Ray,
Absolutely.
Sherry. Yep. Have a good night, y'all.
You too. Thanks,
Have a
Brad.
good night.
Good night, bud.
Good night.
All right, I'm sure you guys are ready to go to bed, too. I am.
Brad is a hoot.
My wife's called a couple of times on her lunch break.
Where
She
are
works
you?
at night. She's like, why the hell is he answering the phone?
Well, this has been kind of fun. I've not done the. I knew that I had the ability
To have multiple
to
people
have multiple people calling in and
now you know it works.
on at the same time, and I don't think it worked too bad. I know that we stepped on each other a few times, but overall, I think it worked pretty well.
Yeah.
It might
I
not.
think so, too, for newbies.
It might not have worked so well had I had 40 or 50 on the phone here, but
Right.
Yeah, Allison, they're going to turn into pumpkins. You got that right.
yeah.
It's almost that season.
But, the producer of your show, Sherry, has to get more involved in controlling the phone traffic,
What producer?
Because, the host is great. It's that behind-the-scenes person that really makes it work. That's why you've become as popular as you are.
He has all the
You got a
controls
great
over
producer.
He has all the controls at his side,
Well,
Brad.
I don't know if
Joe,
I
not
don't know
me.
if you've noticed, Joe, but on our Monday night shows, once we have the guest up there and Sherry's talking with them, and then we open up the phone
You don't
lines
see
there.
Daryl on the screen.
You don't see me on the screen because I'm too busy taking care of the soundboard and
Right.
and getting everything else here.
Yeah, he has his own studio over there on his table.
Yeah, I couldn't get that involved. I couldn't dedicate that much time to learn all of that
Oh
stuff.
Lord. Well, he used to.
I used to work in recording studios back in the 70s when I
Yeah.
lived in Houston. I used to be a studio musician, so
Well, he used to do that.
I do all
stuff.
about that stuff.
Yeah.
But
He used to do that stuff back when he was in high school for bands that came into town. So, for
Yeah.
him, it was just second nature.
we had 16 board mixing or 16 channel mixing boards that were all. It was all manual. Nothing was computerized or anything.
That's what I have sitting beside me right now, Joe.
Yeah. Ours was full of whiskey and pot seeds by the time we left the studio every weekend.
Well, I haven't found the whiskey yet, but
Oh man, that's back in the day. We partied and made music. That's all we did back then.
Joe, I'm supposed to tell you hello from J Love's Adventures from Jessica.
Yep. Hi, Jessica.
Yeah, I'm the Vanna White of two family. I get to say more. And my fingers move faster. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can type like nobody's business.
It's hard. I don't read it's hard to read the chat when I'm talking on the phone, so I think I missed a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't have.
Yes, Allison, someone did say seeds.
well, you can always go back and rewatch it, Joe.
Yep. I'm sure I will.
Yeah, it gets us another view,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I got you on. I have another computer. I just have you running, 24 hours a day. Just your whole channel never stops. No, I'm only kidding.
Well, we have a
I run.
we have a lot
I run
of
my own.
we have a lot of hours of content out there.
Yes, you do.
So.
Yes, you do.
Okay, Patty, I took slow mode off. Now post away, dear.
All right. Well, what do you think? It's
Quarter till 10.
It's quarter till 10, and I know that we've probably stepped on some other toes here now that are trying to do their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loving Ivy, there was a point in here where the chat got really fast, so I put it on slow mode so it wouldn't roll so fast. Homestead Land, just email us at twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com.
So I say, make yourself a little commercial to put in your breaks. Take an hour break. Every hour, take a 2-minute break. Run your commercial.
That's a good thing to do on Thursday nights. It's a good idea.
Well, Joe, I can do this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he has that also. He has videos he can
Right.
put up. Yeah.
All right. Well, while there's a quick lull, I'm going to hang up the phone and get off the line. So everybody have a good night.
Ray, thank you for calling. Appreciate it.
All right, Ray. I'll talk to you later. Let's do a commercial with YouTube. Talking about our life and what's good about it. We trust you, not a cartoon.
Well, I just happen to have this completely recorded.
That's good, yeah. You of all of us have different ones. There you go.
And I happen to
Do you run them in your break? Ooh, that looks good. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think because our layman's giveaway's coming up, because it's the end of the month, I think I'm going to combine the layman's skillet giveaway with Thrive Life.
All right.
Hit 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Joe, thank you
There
so
he
much for
is.
calling in. Appreciate
Yep.
hearing from you. Always a pleasure to hear from you.
I enjoyed it immensely. Thank you.
So thank you very much for calling, and
Yeah.
we've got him
Sky,
scheduled too, don't we?
I haven't either. Do what?
We have Joe scheduled for an upcoming
Yes.
Monday Night Live.
Yes, we do.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, we do.
When is that going to be?
I have to. I know it's soon, isn't it? It is September 16th. That's the Monday night we'll be at Jason's, St. Bernard Acres.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay. I might have to get in contact with you about that.
Okay. Is that,
Oh no, I might have a scheduling conflict.
Okay,
well, if
okay,
if
no
you if you
problem.
do, that's okay.
We can always move it
We
around.
can move things around. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
worry,
going to Cincinnati. We're doing breakfast with cheetahs at the Cincinnati Zoo. The little fundraiser they do every year.
That sounds cool.
Well, I see
Yeah,
what
we love zoos.
I see what we rate.
Yeah. Well, if I can sit down with cheetahs and have breakfast,
All right.
Or they have you for breakfast.
Yeah, Joe.
That's the-
You get a hold of me, and we'll work something out here.
we'll do. Absolutely. I'll let you know within the next couple of days. I'll find out from Gail when it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Everybody,
All
have
right, thank
have
y'all.
a great evening, and Thursday evening, 5 p.m.
We,
Eastern Standard
we,
Time.
we still have one more here.
We have one more.
All right.
Yep.
Good night, Claire.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Bye. I'm just
Oh
hiding
yeah,
over here.
Claire, yeah, Claire's still
Yeah,
on.
Claire's
Good
still
night,
here.
Claire.
Claire's
I was
still on,
saving
yeah.
Claire for last.
Okay.
I mean, normally it's
On purpose?
normally it's
The
ladies
best for
first.
last.
Normally it's ladies
Oh,
first,
okay.
but we're saving the best for the last here.
Here we go. Yeah, if you haven't checked Claire out, Rent to Grown, she's an awesome young lady.
You guys are.
I adopted her the first time I saw her.
Do what?
I said I adopted you the first time we met. That was
Yep,
that was last year at the HOA when we met in person.
That was it. And you
Yeah.
gave me a sticker. It's on my car with all the other stickers.
Yep, sure did. Sure did. Are you going to be able to make it to the meetup in Kentucky next month?
I don't know. So I start a new job on the 3rd because I was working at this one place and that was garbage. So I quit. And so I start a new job on the 3rd. Matthew's coming down here and we're moving. And so my life's going to be chaos for a while.
Oh, no doubt.
And I don't know when I'll have time off. I don't know when we'll have money to eat, let alone have gas money to go on trips.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know yet. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how well this new job pays.
Okay. Sounds good.
I don't even know if we'll be able to go to HOA. I'm going to try and swing it, but Matthew still doesn't even have a new job yet, and so we don't know what his
Oh, yeah.
schedule and stuff is going to look like.
Yeah.
It's just everything is up in the air.
Understand that. Okay, young lady, will you take care? Thank you for calling in.
Yes, thank you for calling. Hope you had a good time.
Hey, I did. I enjoyed talking to everybody.
Good.
Thanks for keeping me on for now 59 minutes and 20 seconds. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for calling. Thank everybody out there. Thanks to our moderators.
Yes.
Thanks to who else?
Yeah, you're right, Sky. She does sound like she needs a Dining on a Dime cookbook. I'll have to check, see if I have an extra one. Yeah, make sure you check out our moderators. They are awesome. Everyone in the channel tonight is awesome. So if you're not subscribed to some of them, check them out. You won't be disappointed.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Patty, God bless you, sweetheart. Love seeing you in here.
Take care. Have a wonderful week, everybody. We'll be here again
Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
for a crazy night.
That is a crazy night.
So take care. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye-bye.